All right, we're going to move right into commission updates. Pete, do you have anything to report from the Neighborhoods Commission?
No, nothing. We got a work plan set, PBL, and we'll announce more in the future.
Okay, sounds great. Let's see. Arts Commission, Tina.
Yes, I do. I have, I'd like to take my 5 minutes from the homeless and apply it. No.
Let's split the difference, girl. Come on.
Okay.
2.5.
The Arts Commission, I'm a member of the Arts Commission. I'm also the chair of the Public Art Committee. And I wanted to announce we're going to have a couple of pieces of public art rolling out. One of them is a mammoth unveiling. It's Lupe, it's a piece of art that's going to sit by the Guadalupe River. And so in the spirit of saving trees and resources, I've only got 3 copies, but if you're interested, you can take the information down. The unveiling is tomorrow. So it's tomorrow. It starts at 11:30. There's going to be speakers, large cash prize. Oh, no, just speakers, cake. But it's been a public art piece in the making for quite a while. It's quite large and should be really cool. So if you guys want to copy the information down. Also,
does it say what time tomorrow?
Yes, it says what time. It says directionals, how to park, blah, blah.
Take the trail.
Yeah, take the trail. So the other piece I wanted to share with you, and I'm sure most folks know, sometimes art has an educational component. And so there is a project rolling out, it's very sexy, Fats, Oils, and Grease. And so what the Office of Cultural Affairs did is they partnered with the Environmental Services Department to get some public art out around fats, oils, and grease as an educational component. So you guys are going to be seeing things on trucks that are going to be bright neon green. You'll see manhole covers like this. What we're trying to do is we're trying to educate people in kind of a fun way with door hangers about not dumping fats, oils, and grease and what happens when you do. So I'll pass this around too for you guys to ooh and ah over. And the last thing I want to say is we had the Quilt Museum come and they gave us a little fiber talk. So it was information about the Quilt Museum, and that's in SOFA, the SOFA area, and they can use all of the help they can get, just like many of our other nonprofits. So if you're so inclined, they've got some new ideas that they're doing to engage people and get more participants and also supporters. That is my report.
Very nice, very nice. I like this. I like fog waste, and I bet you didn't know that's fat, oil, and grease. But I do know to put it in a jar and throw it away. So these will be on door hangers that will be distributed, as well as posted on garbage trucks and stuff?
Yes, and manhole covers. And people will say, why is it painted green? And then they will complain about tax dollars going to art. And let me tell you, the art component is funded by TOT funding. Okay, so transit occupancy tax. People who visit San Jose, they pay for our art. It doesn't come out of the general fund yet.
We will make sure to remind people of that.
Thank you.
This is coming on the backs of our hotel visitors. Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ginny, do you have any updates from the Parks Commission you'd care to share today?
Sure, it's not fun like Tina's.
Well, that's fun about fat oil.
That's all right. Dreary is good too.
Somebody's got to do it. I don't know if any of you here, and if you are, great, are aware of the report that came out on the golf courses.
Yes.
Yes.
So that was, we got the audit, and the only golf course that is owned by the city is the municipal golf course. The other two, Los Locos and Rancho de Pueblo, are losing money to the tune of just under $2 million a year. So each year, Parks goes to the city council and gets requests some money to keep these golf courses open. And one is an 18-hole, that's Los Logos, and the other one is a 9-hole golf course. This has been going on for many years. The bond debt is $23 million. So in conjunction with the bond debt and also paying $2 million a year to keep the courses running, the vote came up as to what we want to do. So at this point, we voted There are a lot of details that I don't think you're interested in on what these lease contracts were with Gulf Management. I thought they were really surprising. One had to do with living wages. So the living wages are paid to the people at these golf courses, whether they're maintenance people or working in the food service. And it was $347,000 above the market rate, which is a lot of money. And anyway, each lease that I read, it was sort of like twisting things where the city needs to do something. So right now, it's passed through us at the Parks Commission. We voted on it. There's a letter that's accommodating the audit report. It's a great audit report, though. I was really, really pleased with what was said, and it's going before City Council. District 5 is the district that this is affecting the most, so the community will get together and decide what they want to do, because it's either selling one of the courses, selling part of a course, maintaining maybe the driving range, maybe a community center there. All the council members are going to have to make that decision, but it is affecting District 5, a little bit of District 3-4. Like I said, Muni is the only one that is profitable and the only one that city owns. I've only been out there a few times, not so much to play golf, but they have a little restaurant there, and it's great because you can see that a lot of people coming there just for the music entertainment on Thursdays.
Can I have a question? It may be affecting District 5 and District 3 and District 4 more than any other district, but it affects all of the districts in that these are unfunded liabilities that come straight out of the top of the general fund before any of our tax money that we actually voted on to go places gets to where that needs to go. So is that going to be something that the city council is going to take into consideration when they decide this? I mean, between that and the mansion.
Maybe that would be a better question to come over here.
Yeah.
Oh, Raul? Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sorry, I restated. I was reading a text.
The fact that that the golf courses are affecting a few certain districts really, it means that it's really affecting all the districts, because these are, from what I understand, along with the mansion, are all unfunded liabilities that come straight off the top of the general fund before all of our tax dollars that are earmarked for other things get spent. So that's something that the whole city council has to take into consideration from all of San Jose, right?
Yes.
When they decide, I mean, it's not just those districts that are going to decide what's going to happen to these courses, right?
No, it's costing, obviously it's costing all of us, it's costing the whole city. They're located, within those districts. But one of the bigger things too that surprised me when I saw the audit was the number of users, say for instance at Rancho, which is right in the heart of D5, is like 90% Almaden Valley. So the users of the park are not necessarily the residents of the neighborhood. The first tee is heavily used by the local residents. That's because it's a nearly free program for youth to get into golfing. But what we see is that the adults are not using the golf course that live in that area. So, they're certainly, the effect is citywide. The positive effect isn't even district. It doesn't even affect that district there positively besides the youth. So there's a number of factors that we're going to be looking at. It was a very good audit, as Jenny said. Highlights, tough decisions that council has addressed this before with these. And it's tough, because previously the idea was as well that everybody should be able to enjoy the game of golf, and that's a big reason as to why they wanted to focus and keep them in these neighborhoods. But we can't force people to, play a sport or pick up a hobby or, it's really based on their choice, right? We can't force feed them it. And if we're looking at the data, the residents in that neighborhood are not using this amenity. So we're either doing something wrong, it's too expensive, or it's just not something they like. So it's, there's a big part of this is going to have to do with the community, because even myself, I'm interested in sort of what is the community that's surrounding these open space, because that's some of the few open space areas that they have. What would they like to see in those areas, you know, and maybe it is something different than golf courses, so.
Well, you know, this is actually a perfect segue into our next agenda item at 7:30, which will be introduced by our vice chair.
Yes,
Wait
perfect
a minute,
segue.
I'm not done.
Oh,
I just want to say, I mean, that's the main thing, but I just want to say next month, the real thing that I want to hear people comment on is a family camp. Jenna, who has been running the Yosemite Family Camp, is coming down for a report. And she's been doing this for less than 2 years. And she's done a great job. And it's, again, a concern about the attendees. How many are coming? Are we marketing it properly? I'm excited about her coming down. I did go in September. I had a senior trip. It was a quick 3 days. And the camp was practically empty, and it was just most of us seniors. And I just really like what Jenna does. She's created some marketing that's helped increase the revenue. But it's just letting people know that she's going to be there. The issue is, it's come before us that the lease is up for renewal for Yosemite. Typically, I ask a question, how many years? And it's usually 25 years. There were some commissioners that felt, no, we don't want to do that. So it got through us, and it did go to council, for the council to review the land lease. I'm just wanting people to write, and if you've ever been there, share your experience, and if you're hoping that this will stay open, to let people know that you want this to continue. That was my first visit, so it was fun.
All right, thank you.